should we be looking at this problem generically? The mirror problem in Formula One is getting worse, not better. We have the halo. There is talk about putting mirrors in the halo. But there's a better solution, surely, a cleaner solution than just putting a mirror there. And we've seen it in WEC.
Yeah, so we rely on reflective mirrors, and they're limited in the size that you're allowed to have. They're limited in the position, and obviously they're quite poorly supported, whether you attach them to the halo or the bodywork. And with all these flat spots in Baku, you could see Magnussen's mirrors were shaking around. But why have mirrors at all? You know, nowadays it's not necessary. The technology is there, and as you say, in WEC you have these. Gentex make a kit where you have a rear-facing camera and a little display in the cockpit that gives you a full rear view from the car. So there's no blind spots.
Job done.
You get the wide view, you get the narrow view, and that would be perfect. You could imagine it up on the top of the halo, a rear view mirror, much like we have in our road cars, but being a digital one, and just have a camera either mounted on the roll hoop like the current TV camera. Probably better to have one down in the rear impact structure,
down in the bottom
looking directly behind it.
Assuming Sergei Sirotkin isn't running to the back of you at the second corner.
Okay, maybe spaced back a little bit for potential for damage. But we've seen onboard cameras. Formula E, for example, have one in the rear crash structure. Gives you a perfect view of what's behind you. For the TV viewer, it would be useful for the driver.
But going back to the problem, though, when Magnussen obviously has a problem seeing out, isn't there something that Formula One should get hold of right now? And somebody should be saying, this is a dangerous situation to be driving a car where you can't actually see anything out of the mirrors. I mean, that is pretty dangerous on virtually every type of circuit on which we go now, but there doesn't seem to be much policing of that.
It's difficult because I think a lot of the vibrations we saw were due to, firstly, the high speed and the bumps, and then we say from the flat spots on the tyres, which you could see some of the onboards were shaking the cars around really violently.